Everybody, what's going on? You know who it is. It's your boy B.O.B. back with another one, baby. If you're interested in business credit, personal credit, how to build credit without using your personal credit, without using your EIN, without using your social security number, you are in the right place. We're building business credit. We making things happen here without using your social security number and just using your EIN number. So stay tuned. We got all kinds of stuff coming up on the channel. This is free coaching here. If you're interested in getting free business credit coaching worth thousands and thousands of dollars, you're in the right place. I'm giving all this information out for free. You don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is subscribe, like, share, and comment with your questions. I even make videos based on certain comments that my subscribers make to try to help them along. So this is it, baby. The #1 business credit channel on YouTube right here. Cakeologi, baby. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing what it takes to get approved for an Amazon corporate line of credit. Now, this is not the Amazon credit card. This is not the revolving terms. This is the Amazon Net 55 corporate business trade line, okay? So you have to go into the payment methods and you have to put in Net 55 trade line, Net 55 account with Amazon. So that's what we're going to be discussing here, okay? What does it take to get approved? Everyone always asks me, well, I have this many trade lines. What can I get approved for? So we're going to do a case-by-case study, okay? So make sure you subscribe because we're going to have a whole series on am I approved or denied? So in this situation, we've got an interesting case study of a company, of a client of mine that got approved for $5,500 with Amazon. No personal credit check, no personal any information needed, just strictly based on their business credit. So what did they need? How did their reports look? How did they structure themselves? Now let me tell you, this company has #1, been registered with the state since 2017, okay? So they've got almost 2 years of company registration going. #2, they have a website. They have a professional email address linked to their domain. They have a professional phone number where if need be, vendors can call them to ask questions or to verify if they actually applied for that trade line. Amazon will do that sometimes, okay? Now make sure you stay till the end of the video because there's important information the whole way through. So let's go through what trade lines this company had in order to get approved for $5,500 with Amazon. So #1, I always say super important is that Equifax, okay? You wanna have trade lines on all 3 bureaus. You wanna have a trade line on Equifax, you wanna have a trade lines on Experian, and you wanna have trade lines on Dun & Bradstreet. Those are the 3 major business credit reporting agencies. So we want to make sure that we're represented properly, that all of the information that is on these reports is accurate, it makes sense, and everything across the board lets the lender know, in this case Amazon, that hey, we legit, baby. We doing business out here. We're getting good responses with our business. We have a website and we're credit worthy, okay? So #1, with Equifax, they had 2 trade lines on Equifax, okay? One trade line was for $2,000 and one trade line was for $5,000, okay? Now, I'm working with a great company called Red Spectrum. I'll leave that link in the description below. A great way to get an Equifax business trade line, okay? And they do some consulting. They'll walk you through a lot of things. Trust me, it's a good service, okay? Number 2, Experian. Now, this company had 3 trade lines reporting to Experian. All of those trade lines were small trade lines, but they were paid on time. They were never late, and there's 3 of them reporting. Now, those 3 trade lines caused that Experian score to go above 80. In this case, their score was 90 with Experian, so a good score. Number 3, Dun & Bradstreet. They had 5 trade lines reporting to Dun & Bradstreet. All of them were smaller trade lines, but they had 5 of them. Now, those 5 trade lines created a PAYDEX score, which is a score that Dun & Bradstreet has of their own. It's an indication of how well a company is performing, how well they're paying their bills, and their status with Dun & Bradstreet. So this particular company had a PAYDEX score of over 80. That's what we're trying to get to. Now, in order to get that PAYDEX over 80, you need 3 good trade lines reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, and you need to have paid those trade lines on time, obviously, okay? Now, with certain vendors, with certain creditors, they're not even going to report your trade line unless you've spent at least over $50 before taxes, okay? So whenever you do apply for a new trade line, you've gotten the trade line, and you make that purchase, because that purchase is what's going to trigger that reporting. And that purchase is what's going to create that payment experience that, yes, we've purchased something from you and we've paid it back. That's the key here. So we want to make a purchase of at least $50 before tax, pay that trade, pay that account off in full 5 to 10 days before the due date. Allows them to get enough time to be able to report that good payment experience, okay? So let's go over it again. Equifax, 2 trade lines. Experian, 3 trade lines. And Dun & Bradstreet, 5 trade line to get $5,500, baby. No credit check, no personal credit check at all now, okay? This is another mini you, a mini me, a mini us. This is the importance of business credit, okay? Is that you can have trade lines, you can have accounts like Amazon, where Amazon's got everything, okay? You can do whatever on Amazon, and you can do it not having to worry about what your personal credit looks like. Now, once again, I always say this, you didn't win the Amazon lottery. Okay? You have to pay it back within 55 days. Okay? This is a net 55 account. So, at least 10 days before it's due, make sure you pay it off in full. So don't go crazy with stuff that you can't pay off, you can't pay back, because we're not trying to get the $5,500 from Amazon and retire. It's not going to work. We're trying to get bigger. We're trying to get better. This is just another stepping stone in that direction. Okay? So don't get too happy because you got the $5,500. Make sure, listen, you buy something that you were already gonna buy, at least $50 before tax, buy it, wonderful, they send it to your house, great, wonderful, Amazon, yay! In your business name. No credit check, no nothing on your personal credit. But make sure that we pay this thing back before it is due. 10 days, okay? So once again, we're gonna have more videos like this. I'm gonna be talking about other cases where other companies have gotten credit without using their personal name. If you like this series and you want me to continue doing this stuff, subscribe, hit that like button, share the video. I'm gonna be going through a lot of stuff on exactly what you need to get this type of money, to get this funding for only in your business name without using your personal credit. Now always remember, if you have that personal credit and you can bring it in with that business credit, oh my God, that's gonna be the perfect situation, okay? Now always remember, make sure you have good accountants, you've got a good attorney that knows your business, you're doing everything properly, and you're planning for the future. We're not in this for the short term, we're in it for the long term, okay? I was just watching something on TV the other day about that Meek Mill story. You know, they out there trying to get people for the rest of their life. What is the only way around it? If you've got something on your record, you've got a situation that you went through years ago, maybe. How do you come back from that? How do you actually make a living and support your family? You do it through your own business, okay? Financial independence through entrepreneurship, baby. That's how we doing it. And we doing it all legit. We doing it all legal. We doing it for the future and for our generations, baby. That's how we doing it here. Cakeologi, baby. You know who it is. B.O.B. Nothing but the best over here, baby.